Hello the internet. It is Sunday the 7th of February, so I am heading out to the far northern end of Cronulla Beach, a place called Boat Harbour. Get out of the car and it's raining. It's not gonna last though. There's just one big cloud up there, and once that's gone, she's gonna be fine. Blue bottles washed up on the shore. I've never seen this many in the same spot. You know what I'm thinking. It's time for a home brew. Oh, there's one here. So I'm gonna start this vlog with NSD. This is, I'm not 100% certain how to say this. I know how to say Tokyo, I'm not sure of the next word. Onitsuka! Onitsuka! Now the story behind this shirt is, the band was the Shiny Brights. They had a song called Spending the Night in Tokyo, or the song was called Electric something? Tokyo. Electric Tokyo. Something, but the chorus went Spending the Night in Tokyo. They picked up a endorsement through this company, Tokyo Onitsuka, because of that lyric in that song. Why do I have this shirt? I photographed that band's EP artwork, and I'll flick a little bit of it on here now. Zing, zing, zing. I think there's 3 shots. I'll flick those up. When the EP launch was happening, they had this brand endorse the show, and so everyone that came, not everyone, but people that came that had some connection with the band, like media, invited guests, and myself as the photographer, got given a bag which contained this t-shirt plus a set of their shoes and some other goods which I can't remember what they were, but anyway, I've worn the shoes out. They've been in the bin a long time ago. Nice shoes, by the way. I still have the t-shirt, so that's why I'm wearing it now. Tokyo Onitsuka via the Shiny Brights, who incidentally, members of that band are now in another band called Bad Dreams. That's another story. That's Cronulla all the way over there. While I've been sitting here just chilling out, gives me plenty of time to churn through thoughts, and I got thinking a little bit about this whole vlogging thing, the YouTube, making videos, shooting cameras, all this photography related stuff. I am late to YouTube, no doubt about it. I believe YouTube's been around since 2006 or 5, maybe even 2004, and it's 2016 I got on it. August 2015, but that's really late to be joining this party. The thing is, I've been vlogging well and truly before that, like I've had a video camera my whole life. There was a point there from like 1993 to 95 where I've videoed almost every single thing that I did. And what I got thinking is that why I love this YouTube thing so much is that back in those days, I would do all the videoing and then I would just stash the tapes at home because there was no way to get them anywhere or show them to anyone except your mates playing them back on the TV or whatever. But other than that, there was no mechanism to get your stuff out there. It's just great to be able to make a video, put it out there, and someone that you don't know, 63 of them, 63 subscribers, minus a few, one of them's mine and another couple of friends, but let's say 50 people on the internet are watching this. That's 50 people that otherwise would have no idea I even made a video. So what am I saying? I'm really stoked to be here on YouTube. This is not new to me. I've done this before. I'm happy to be doing it again. I'm really enjoying it. Wait. Cut. Actually, don't cut. Don't stop watching. I just thought that this might be a golden opportunity to throw to a short film that I made back in, I'm gonna say 2004. I'll just set the pretext for the film. I've already told you I've done this vlogging thing for quite some time with no outlet. Ex-girlfriend and I moved to New Zealand for a year to live. The entire time I vlogged. We broke up at the end of that experience. I was trying to process everything, how it all happened and why it all happened by watching these tapes back. In the process, I realized that there's actually a film in these tapes, just needs to be sort of like stitched together somehow. So I made a short film. It's called A Year in Paradise, in brackets, or How to Lose Your Love. and it goes for 15 minutes. Let's cut to it and enjoy my short film.
In April 2000, my girlfriend and I of 2 years, Shelby, moved to New Zealand. The plan was to live and work in Queenstown, go snowboarding and enjoy the scenery. Within 7 months, we'd fallen out of love and left New Zealand altogether. This is the story of how it happened. Our adventure began in Christchurch on a shaky foot, with Shelby quickly finding something wrong with the hostel pillows.
All by yourself. While I go home to Mummy with her real flowery pillowcases that puff up and are flat.
Things soon changed for the better, however, and the arrival of a van that would become our home for the next few weeks put smiles on both our faces.
How happy are you?
Really, really happy.
Yeah, you should be. You got a car and didn't pay a cent for it. I'd be happy with that.
I set about constructing a bed from discarded packaging timber, and Shelby showed her interior design flair by completely lining the inside with funky red felt and flannelette sheets. And so, after finishing the van, we set off on our South Island mission, the destination, Queenstown, for the winter and snowboarding.
Big long fields and big high mountains and lots of blue sky. It's going to be lovely. Ow!
On the way, I was totally in awe at the scope of beauty that New Zealand has to offer.
Seems like the west coast has got a lot of driftwood on its beaches.
Oh, Arthur. Arthur. What a pass. Arthur makes a pass. It's a lovely pass. Arthur! God blimey. Cop a load of that, would you? Lake Paringa. All right! Our spirits aren't dampened, but the weather certainly is. We're at Franz Josef Glacier, one of 3 glaciers in this part of the country. We're going to investigate it tomorrow, and hey, I'm over here now, and possibly a Fox Glacier. The other one I haven't even investigated. I don't even know the name of it, but I know it exists. We're going to go there too. Have a look where we're camped. Not the greatest of great spots. Shelley's got one of the worst periods of her life. She's complaining and moaning and whinging and snappy and cranky and it's driving me up the bonkers.
Despite the unrelenting rain, I tried to keep the mood happy.
How's your poo problem going?
Shelley hasn't pooed for 3 days. She did a little nugget this morning, but it's nothing to talk about.
No, nothing to talk about at all.
Shelby? Mm-hmm. Turn around and I'll tell you if you're wearing a sanitary napkin.
Ben!
You asked me before, remember?
Yeah, but that was a secret.
I'll turn around and we'll check. If I record it, then I can play it back and you can see.
Ben, everybody's going to be watching this. I don't say things like that.
Upon our arrival in Queenstown, we found a rental and moved in.
It's a new house.
It is indeed.
Looking out our living room window, I could see a epic hill, and I figured we should both go for a mission to the very top. But Shelby wanted to stay and clean. So, I went on my own.
Well, I'm up. I guess I'll always remember Good Friday 2000 for the time when I scaled that hill. And you can look back down on all of Queenstown. It's quite amazing. Have a look. Yeah, and the only way to celebrate a journey such as the one I've just undertaken is to crack open a beer. And what better beer than a Speight's? Speight's beer, pride of the South, $7.99 a 6-pack. I don't care where it comes from. But I tell you what, if Speight's was an Australian beer, I bet the slogan, the catchphrase would go something like this: Go on, have a spades, mate.
Now, of course, to stay and snowboard in Queenstown, you need to either work on the hill or have enough money to afford a season pass. Shelby got lucky and secured a job interview with the mountain.
Go away!
Shelby!
Away! Look, I'm going for a job interview to be paid the rate of a 13-year-old, even though I'm 25.
Why are you cross? Whoa, whoa!
Yeah.
Where's your job interview? Shelby?
Look, you know where it is.
But the viewers want to know.
Yeah, well, I don't even know where it is.
What's the job for?
Be a bloody pleb to make people coffee all day.
I bought a season pass and found a cooking job in town that gave me 4 nights a week and my days free. Catch was, I had to work with a bunch of clowns.
This is a New Zealand dish, Pablo. This is one of Binnan's shit, unfortunately.
Now, Roaring Meg's consecutively won the New Zealand Beef and Lamb Hallmark of Excellence. But with these 2 clowns on board, you wouldn't have guessed it.
Best fucking restaurant in New Zealand. Face the wall. Face the wall.
No way, man.
Just face it.
No way.
Meow! Hello, my name's Snitchy!
And so, with plenty of time on my hands and the snow season just around the corner, I went exploring around Queenstown.
People wonder sometimes why these 2 rivers are sort of different colours. Like the Shotover River here is a dark grey, while the Karawara River is an aqua blue. And I've got no idea.
The chef at Roaring Meg's had told me about Moke Lake, a totally serene place not far from Queenstown on the road to Glenorchy. And my jaw dropped when I saw this place. Words cannot give adequate meaning to it, you just have to go and see for yourself. I found myself up there quite a lot, with a few spates and my camera soaking up the stillness.
That's got to be the stillest water I've ever seen in my life. It's like glass or a mirror.
Meanwhile, back home, Shelby had other things on her mind.
Just checking that our shopping bill is correct because we have spent over $100 on food this week. Which is crazy.
Shelby's job on the mountain was getting her down, so I suggested a camping trip to Moke Lake. But it wasn't long before things there started to get out of control.
You didn't bring very many matches, so it's all your fault if we don't have a fire tonight. I asked you to pull out a new box of matches and you didn't. You just threw in what we had left over.
Yeah, that's about 20 matches. You only need 1 to light it.
Well, I've gone through about 15 so far.
Hang on, how many have you got left?
Fuck! Just switch it off and stop annoying me. Brennan, switch it off. I mean it. Switch it off. Just don't annoy me.
Making coffees for a free season pass was quickly becoming way too much for Shelby. And so, after 3 weeks, she quit.
Hi Shelley, it's Kieran.
Hi Karen. I've decided unless I can be offered something in guest services, I'm not willing to return to the brasserie.
Okay. I thought that might have been the case since you didn't come up this morning.
I wasn't meant to be
And
honest.
things got worse for Shelby. She had to find a new job, and the only thing going was in the bakery at the local supermarket. I tried to cheer her up by suggesting a walk up scenic Queenstown Hill, but at the top, it was clear that she had other things on her mind.
I've just worked out how much money I'm going to get for 40 whole hours of work per week. After tax, I will come out with $289. I might as well be a student. I earned that when I was a student, for fuck's sake. And yes, this is a glorious, bloody, wonderful, scenic place, but is it worth it? And I'm going to be the lowest of the low. I have to work in a supermarket for the fucking next 4 fucking weeks. I'm sorry if that sounds really self-absorbed and selfish, but I did not study for 5 years at uni to end up getting fucking $8.50 New Zealand plus tax. I'm gonna be 30 and I'm gonna have no bloody anything going for me. I won't even be able to afford to get a house. And I know you don't really care because you don't have any ambitions in that way because you're happy living out of a backpack forever and ever, but I do want something for myself later on.
The arrival of a couple of bills at the same time did nothing to help the situation.
Are you going to have trouble paying the bills?
No, I'll pay them, but I won't have any money left for anything for myself, to do anything. The only enjoyment I get is lately going weekly food shopping to make meals. That's my great luxury in life. I suppose I should be fucking thankful for that, shouldn't I? I'm just eating and I'm not on the street.
Snow falling in town gave Shelby a brief amount of happiness. It gave me a huge amount.
You have to love winter. Winter's it.
It continued to snow at sea level for a couple of days, resulting in the best boarding I would experience that season.
Okay, Ben in here going for his first acid of the season. Nice.
I spent the season riding with Big Dazza, Alec, Ryan, and Ben. Even managed to get Shelby onto the snow once, but what started out fun quickly turned into frustration and anger.
Her sister's following her.
Stop paging, okay?
Ooh, what's the matter now? The bum slide! Yeah!
Like representative of my whole experience in New Zealand. Flatten my ass. And all in vain for nothing, a lot of effort for nothing. That's exactly what this trip has been.
The negativity only continued to get worse, and after a night of heavy arguing, I called it off. I took a road trip to clear my head, gather my thoughts, and get some riding in at Mount Hutt.
Shelley and I have called it off for a bit. I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know where I'm going. I'm going to head up to Mount Hutt anyway and see what's up there.
When I got back, we patched things up as best we could, and Shelby found a new friend in Tess, and the times were good.
You've been lining it up for the last 10 episodes.
A new job in a better store and a visit from her parents helped her keep things in perspective.
What was that?
So this is the only hindrance to your holiday, having to star in a movie, Bennon's movie.
And I continued to work at Roaring Meg's and taking in the local scenes on my own. Yet there was still something wrong with our relationship. I wasn't happy. The constant arguing and negativity had left me emotionally scarred and drained. I knew I wanted to continue snowboarding, but I also knew that Shelby should not tag along with me, but do whatever it was that would keep her happy. And so, we parted ways, with me going to Canada and Shelby heading to Japan to finally use her degree and teach English. With everything we did and saw together, it was not enough to keep us in love. From a year in paradise, I learnt that you can fall out of love just as easily as you can fall in love.
So yeah, that was my short film, A Year in Paradise. A couple of things to say, because I watched it as well. It wasn't all that bad. Like, that's obviously the negative parts to the whole time cut together to make the film. If you asked me honestly, breaking up with Shelby might not have been the right time to do it or the right place to do it, but it would have happened anyway somewhere further down the track. That just wasn't going to work for me or for her. We had some, actually, you know what? I'm not going to dig into old relationships. You saw the film. It was an illustration of my videoing skills before YouTube and before vlogging. Yeah, that's all I had to say about it. So thank you very much for watching, even though it's part of this vlog. And just as I'm leaving to go back to the car, I've walked past the spot where I stood on the blue bottles earlier. Remember when it was raining? And I have seen the biggest blue bottle you've ever seen in your life. I mean, normally they're like this big, this big, this big. This one is bigger than the size of my outstretched hand. It's like 2 of my hands. It's unbelievably big. Let's have a look at it. Oh, that's we're out of time. Now that that's finished, there's a few things that you can do. First, you can subscribe to my channel here. Then you can check out the previous minute here, check out a random minute here, or check out the first minute here. And if you're a photographer like I am, you might want to check out my Lightroom 6 presets here.